No, it's not either one of those. I don't know. It's your local district flag. That's my best guess. You probably should research it. 4th of October 2018. We will be live streaming for like 3 hours a day, not as long as the usual live stream is, but we'll be going back to Mass Effect. Hey! And this is really kind of just a test the router. I should probably also make sure that music isn't that loud. But oh, I would have never guessed that, to be honest. But you do get creativity points for that. Does look pretty cool. I really hope this this live stream turns out well. I got this new router. It's the same exact router as before, because we're thinking it's a defective router. So hopefully that isn't the problem. I mean, hopefully that was the problem. It was a defective router, and I, don't deal with the same problem 2 months down the line, or else I just won't be a happy camper. Anyway, back to Mass Effect. Heyo. I haven't played this game in like a week. And probably should just resume. Man. I forgot what were we even doing. We blew up, we went to some corporate building, Exogeny, we need to go speak with the refugees. And yeah, that's it. So, yeah, we need to go talk to some colonist about some... Let's be xenophobic. Probably should play its song, to be honest. Actually, I don't know lyrics offhand. Watch as I... Let's go and be renegade, which also means just literally being humans for humans. It's really in this year, yeah. You know it. I mean, these are literally just a bunch of robots anyway, so who really cares about their feelings? I mean, look at that, they can't even get past my shields. What a disgrace. Maybe, perhaps I should go back to Stellaris and literally just do the Terran Federation once more, and only purge people. There's actually, well, they updated the game a bit since I last played it, but there's a really good way to purge people. Is there anyone picking this up? I can tell you how.
What was that all about?
Let's see. Yeah, I could teach you some pro tips on a one race Stellaris, I guess, one race Stellaris playthrough without even having everyone that upset at you. I don't even know where these people are that you're supposed to rescue. But a pro tip for Stellaris, I don't know if the same strategy will work anymore. But if you play as a militarist democratic country, you can go and just displace population instead of purging them. And so what you can do is literally just displace everyone in your entire empire. Continuously expand, and then You just kick out all the races in the universe once you take over everything. Oh yeah, and the elections happen. How'd that go? I haven't been paying too much attention, to be honest. Also, someone's worried about their mother. Excuse me. Oh yeah.
You can't do this, John.
Everyone shut up. Let me think.
What's going on? You won't get away with this.
Get her out of here.
Get away from her, you son of a bitch!
Oh no.
Damn it. Come out where I can see you. All of you.
Here.
Please purged.
Purged? Sounds like a great idea.
John, you can't just repurpose us.
It's not just you. There's something here far more valuable than a few colonists.
Are you gonna tell them about the Thorian? Or should I?
Oh, man.
The what? It's a telepathic
Okay.
life form living under Zeus' hope. It's taking control of the colonists there. Exogeny knew all along.
Oh no.
You won't get away with this, John.
So you keep saying, but nobody's gonna miss a few colonists.
What? How do I not have this option yet? I can't kill you first?
You've gone way too far. This ends now.
If that's
Obviously,
the
I'm
way-
not evil enough.
Come on.
Oh, never mind. That was pretty evil.
As if we don't have enough problems. Now we're shooting each other in the back. It's my fault. I knew what was going on and I didn't do anything.
Like how complacent
Don't
everyone
you
pretty much
start.
is.
You do good work and you know it. So what now, Commander?
I need to find out why the Geth are after the Thorian.
The colonists won't let you near the Thorian. They die first. They're under its control.
Anything that gets between me and my goal is fair game.
There's gotta be another way. I think there is. You could safely use
Safely?
to neutralize the colonists.
No.
Like a gas grenade.
I'm not stopping to ask them to breathe deeply.
How can it hurt to try? Please, Commander. These are our friends.
Don't be evil.
We'll stay out of your way until you're cleared.
Or I just don't care.
I was hoping you'd have a moment to speak with me. I've got a bit of a problem.
Everybody wants something. Hurry up about it.
Fair enough.
Man, Shepard's the best here.
Retrieve some data. It's not a big job, but it pays well.
Sounds easy enough. What's the catch?
Did Shepard's voice like really go down for a second?
It's dangerous work, but not for someone like you.
Why do people always assume we enjoy putting ourselves in harm's way?
It's not that bad, really. All you need to do is find my console at Exogeny headquarters and drop the data onto this OSD. It's that simple.
You're awfully quick to trust me with this.
Have you seen anyone else heading to Exogeny lately?
I'll look around if I get the chance.
I appreciate it. That data could be worth a lot of money. Of course, this all depends on getting out of here alive.
Time to get moving.
Just keep in mind what I said.
I could talk to you, well, I recently was talking to my professors about this sort of thing happening. I don't know if it'd be that interesting to talk about, but, it's an interesting case of, nationalism happening. But yeah, I get you. But, is it more independence, like, split apart, countries within Belgium, or like independence from like the EU you're speaking about? That's what I'm more curious about. You know, one thing about Mass Effect, definitely... I feel like I don't even need to have the microphone on. All I need to do is literally just live stream this game without any of me talking. And it will, you know, pretty much just have the same effect. Because Shepard pretty much steals the whole show here. I'm just the guy pressing all the wrong buttons. All the evil buttons in the game. And honestly, it's less about being xenophobic for Shepard than it's really just being a jerk to everyone. But isn't it like more of the same? Shepherd for shepherd people, shepherds, shepherding. Oh, that's ugly. Ugly mug. Oh. Good job, team. Ah.
What was that creature? It certainly wasn't human.
Wipe everyone out.
Clean sweep. Nothing hostile lives to take a second shot.
We did acquire nerve grenades from Dr. Bane.
Nerve grenades.
Do you want us to use them?
No.
We don't have time to waste on these people.
Very well. It is regrettable, but it is your decision.
Man, this is... Oh, you do actually have a list of... Oh, gee, that's a lot of people. And the form Flanders? I am a bit curious what countries we even break apart from Belgium. Because you have Flanders, Wallonia. What else is there? I'm trying to think. I mean, you can always join the Netherlands again. You can have one unified Benelux again. Oh, there's some colonists. Oh no. Oh wait, they bring 30 XP. That's pretty good. I don't know about you, but it's a hard decision. It's a hard trade-off to save the people or not save the people. Oh no. It's a hard fought war. I mean, it is 30 XP we're getting from every colonist. Flanius, Wallonia, and Brussels. Oh, wait. Brussels like an independent city? These creepers are actually really tough. Luckily they don't explode on you. But never Netherlands. Yeah, the Netherlands will clop their way to victory with their giant wooden shoes. I've already offended the Netherlands population. Here at RedAlphaTails Industries, we seek to offend all nationalities. Even though I really shouldn't be doing that. I really should be promoting a good community as YouTube. Google Map? Do that after live stream. Oh no, these colonists. What if we just leave one colonist alive and then we'll be like, oh no, the colonists all shot themselves. They're all hostiles, and the one colonist is like, why did you do this? Oh, there's one. There's one colonist sitting there that won't be affected, but no, it's actually just a zombie instead. Oh, those things are just creepy. Go team, go! Go dream team. Plattistrum classing? I'm afraid I don't actually know that word. Oh, that was a Solarian, so it didn't matter. It was a sad day for all these humans to die, but But at least the Solarian was killed. They really do try to make this game a lot easy for you not to kill these colonists, because the colonists only have pistols. Ah, okay. And this game is... Oh, can't quick save, forgot. Nah, I just don't know the... It's more me, I don't know the terminology of, I suppose, certain countries. More of my own ignorance, really. Oh my god, these zombies won't go away. I mean, they literally actually won't go away. And the AI is actually brain dead. But they are zombies! So it does count. This was a, this was unforeseeable. This is collateral damage we're doing. This was unforeseeable losses. There's nothing we can do to save these colonists. No form of grenade can stop them from not being dangerous. Oh no. There's nothing we could have done. Also, Rex said something, but a stream right party? Yeah. Those are more prevalent nowadays.
I tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain.
One Collins is live.
I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It wants me to stop you, but I won't.
Oh no.
I won't.
Oh, that was a close one. He could have been a witness in that whole situation. Luckily, all the colonists are dead. I shouldn't be laughing, but this game becomes comical when you're not the good guy. It's supposed to be dramatic because I think he was going to kill himself either way. And so if you're trying to save all the colonists, it's like, oh no, one ended up killing himself. But then it's like, if you already killed everyone, and it's like, well, he's dead. Yep, that's no drama. He's just literally just dead. It's like, I would have done it for him already, but he did it himself. $32 Renegade points. Okay, then now we're going to get our good options for Renegade.
Alright, we just need to find this creature and determine what it is. This was not covered by my training manuals.
Well,
Nothing's ever simple, is it?
well, to us versus their mentality, to be honest. An alien! Shoot her.
Invaders, your every step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
You enslaved the colonists.
Probably should actually save the
Destroyed
game.
their minds. I don't know what Saren wanted with you, but I just want you dead.
The Thorian is a piece of this world, extending across the land and back through the ages. You can no more kill it than cut the sky. Your blood will feed the ground in the new growth.
Okay, protect me, squad.
You must die.
Oh, we have zero health too, so we're gonna have to.
You must die.
Oh, there we go. You must die. So I could tell you a few things that I've sort of learned with sociology if you want. About this whole issue. That one. I really hope I also save this game as well, but it doesn't seem like it. So a lot of this information comes from discussions I have with my professors about it. But I'll just do a long story short because there's a lot of information.
There's some kind of growth here that is definitely different.
So basically, with environmental changes going on in the world, it creates a lot of it creates a shortage of resources that are becoming at least steadily more apparent over time, and that leads to high nationalities for people to think of their country before other people, because if there's an abundance of resources, people tend to, you know, not care as much as if. People don't care as much if, you know, if there's plenty of resources to go around, but because of a lot of events going around and displacement, a lot of refugees and other people, they tend to become more, how to put it, not xenophobic, but people become more self-centered nationalistic because of it. And so the more people end up closing their borders and becoming more, I suppose in a way, resistant to other groups because they think more of themselves, or themselves as the country, as nationality, the more tendency you'll have more, you'll tend to have tendency to have more people to become less apparent to wanting to align themselves with other groups of people, so to speak. So I'm about to die. In law that has to do with oh my god, with the rise of global warming. Okay, well, actually I don't think we're that far back. And the amount of scarcity of resources or displacement of the earth is what controlling it.
This was not.
That's the long story short. I'm bad at telling it, but that's more the gist of it. I suppose, as I say, a true thing spoken poorly is a lie. So I do apologise for not being as clear about it. Also, Belgium is a fake country? Yeah, of course. Also Denmark. Denmark's also a fake country. I don't suppose one of these Thorians actually has a medkit on them. Okay, I can't save the game. I may just die again because you can't aim when you don't have a. Where it's from? Oh, what was that? If I kind of go back to that movement there, Shepard's arms just went crazy for a second there. Alright, we're gonna quick save this with little health as possible.
Command. There's some kind of growth here that is definitely different.
That hurt it. I can tell. A few more of those and it's in trouble.
I mean, there were Dutch people. I mean, people from Lowlands anyway. Yeah, look, I can actually aim. Okay, boys. Let's try this again and probably fail. Actually, there's the... Oh, that's weapons locker. I can say that's a medical station, but it's not.
Now it gets fun.
Well, that's why you save the game. My god. This may be an easy mode. Time. Okay. Nope. Never mind. Just on the ground. Where's the Saurian, please? There she is.
I've lost shields.
No, you don't.
You must die.
No, I don't. No, I won't. If you simply refuse.
I've lost shields.
Okay. I really don't like the fact that you can't aim when you are at low health. So this is going to be a really difficult mission. Then again, though, probably should actually. Yeah, let's talk about something else. Do apologize, I'm just not. It's something that is bit. I don't know that much about Belgium, though. Say too much. So I do apologise if it does seem like a bit of a cop-out. So I think we could just equip some medium armor, because I don't think this light armor is doing that great for us. Football? I mean, if you want. So we have only one medium armor. actually not that great. First aid? Why didn't I pick this up before? My god. I can actually replenish my health and not die. Okay, I'm just going to stand here for a few seconds and let my health regenerate. It'll slowly get back my nice, great, medium army. I mean, armor, not army. I do have a very small army of 2 people. I don't think that really counts, does it? Oh, there's a Asari again. I did say this Asari is the most annoying thing ever. Okay, my entire team has died again. I meant to do that. I meant to do that. Look, this isn't my other video I just made the other day. I hate this game. And this is unfair. I call foul. I need a referee. This is unfair. Geneva calls. Alright. Gonna get this decryption. Don't worry, we're being shot at, but it's fine. Okay, none of this is really that great. Well, I could like tell you 2 reasons why I made it. One reason is because it literally just popped in my head. And I was trying to think of a Friday video. And, oh, did I just punch her? Oh, that was great. That I just literally just punched her out of the way. Okay, 2 reasons. One, I need an idea for video. And second of all, it was more of a critique for like those older type of videos that you saw, like playthroughs. And it was supposed to be a critique of that, and then it sort of, at least in a way, tries to make fun of myself as well. I don't know, I just thought it'd be a fun critique on those older type of videos as more of a satirical approach. Also, did we kill her? Did we kill her, sorry? Did we like knock her off the platform or something? I think she just died. And I'm perfectly 100% okay with that. Yeah, those are the main 2 reasons why. One, because it literally just popped in my head because I was just thinking of a good game to play. And I was like, you know what, I haven't played a Call of Duty game yet. And then the other idea was, you know, I think it'd be funny if I made fun of all the YouTubers like that. Because you always have those like YouTubers who make those videos that put like really edgy, I guess, rock music on, like the bodies hit the floor and then like have some anime picture in front of it, like two people from the fandom or whatever kissing. I mean, you've seen that before, honestly. How haven't you slept in days if the video came out today? Checkmate. Also, Blue Beta is, I guess, a pseudo nickname that I've sometimes been given with my username. As like a make fun of kind of thing. So I just use that. Just so no one else takes it. It's the joke that I already know. It's actually a cooler story than... I think it's a cooler story than other games. Than other usernames.
I've lost shields.
You must die.
I've lost shields.
Hmm? Now you see it? Now you see what? Please tell me? Oh, okay. Actually, it'd be a little easier if I had something out there, a diagram to show you. You wouldn't care terribly if I pause the game to show you, make a diagram. You hungry for knowledge? I'll probably put this on the Q&A if I ever do make a Q&A eventually. Yeah, I'll have to pause the game real quick and do a red story time. There we go. Alright, let me pull out a quick diagram of stuff. I'll even include images as well. Okay. If you... No, that's not it. That's a pseudonym people gave me. It came after the username. Okay, let me open up a few images as best I can. No, I use the wonders of... That's okay. I'll just... Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so... We'll just switch over to a nice paint.net to show you. So, it's really kind of dumb. I made this username when I was like 13 or 14 years old. And being nearly, not a decade yet, but soon to be a decade, since I created the name, I've just pretty much stuck with it since. So, make a bigger one. Okay, I have a big little thing here. If you ever want to know how I always make my thumbnails, I use paint.net. So you have red. Remember, RedAlphaTails is a conjunction of three names: Alpha, and then Tails. It's like a compound word. So the interesting thing about the username is that it wasn't. It all came through Steam, and there used to be games that I used to play in the past that heavily defined what the username was. So, I don't know if you're ever familiar with this game, but there's a game called, I'll pull it up. There's a game called... Okay, so there's a game that's called Zombie Master 1.2.1. So, no, 1.2.1. There we go. And if you ever know this game, it's a game on Steam. I used to be on Steam anyway. But it's a Zombie Master mod for Half-Life 2. That's what it's the Zombie Master. Came in 2007. Yeah, something came up real quick, so... This game basically was like one of the first games I got after I got Half-Life 2. And so I played this game. I went on one of the servers that I became a regular at. And at the time, this game pretty much... I must have played some music as well. Want to hear some music? I'll play some more jazz. Or should we play some other music as well? Honestly, I think this live stream would get demonetized anyway, but since this is for free, I don't really care. I'll play some cool classical music. Okay. That's way too heavy. I Love You, Symphony number 9 in D major, but it's too Sabaton. I don't know if it's Sabaton or not. Okay, let me see. Look, I have a very messy music playlist. Oh yeah, we have Sabaton. There we go. I only have the EU4 stuff, so play it at Lifetime Wall. I'll play some Sabaton. It's not very relevant to... It's not theming the little thing very well. It's fine. Okay, RedAlphaTails. So... Actually, no. It's too much for me. We'll play some Red Orchestra 2 music, why not? Nah, it's sad. It's all sad music! Okay. We'll play... I don't know, Philip Glass. Philip Glass is always pretty good for decent enough music, so we'll just play his music instead. There we go. So, Zombie Master 1.2.1. So I played that game. The original name that I took part in was this one. 3 Decades of War. And so Tails, you want to give a guess what Tails comes from? I'll let you guess. It's not very difficult. I'm lowballing you. No idea? Really? You don't know the idea? I'll be loyal. Okay, well. It comes from, comes from Tails the Fox, which I was a big fan of, Sonic. Big Sonic fan. So yeah, that's what comes from that. That's actually that's one of my first Steam icons, I believe. Given to me by another friend. So that's where it came from. My original name on that game was Tails. So that's where I originally came from. Remember, I was like 13, 14, so cut me some slack. And so, moving on, bit of time. Always just known as Tails. Let's think. The second part comes with Alpha. So Alpha, it's really obscure, so I'm not going to even have you attempt to figure this out, because it's really random. For this one, I've like pulled out old images from my old Steam folders. But a lot of it comes, let's see, yeah, that is. So a lot of this name of Alpha comes from Resident Evil, and I changed my username after that to be more of be known as Alpha Captain. For some reason, don't ask me why. I was known that for like Alpha Captain or like Squally or something, and so it really just came up with that one. So that's just like really weird. So there you go, that image. And so enter meanings with these other two usernames, because Red kind of intermingled with the other two names I had here, and so for a while my username was Red. Let's keep it all black. Was Red, you know, Alpha Captain. I was like that for like a day, I didn't really like it. Then I named myself RedTails. And so eventually, I thought to myself, you know, it'd be cool. What if I just merge all 3 names together? And I was officially that on Steam afterward. So that's like the small story behind it. That's my name. There you go. That's RedAlphaTails. And I've kind of just kept it ever since, because I've tried changing the name over the years, but it's just so unique, because why would you mash three things you like together and it'll make some sort of a username? Because what is a RedAlphaTails? It's completely meaningless as a username, be honest. If you hear the words RedAlphaTails outside of the context that I use it as a username, what does it mean? Like, you can't really, it's completely meaningless. So in any interpretation you create out of it basically becomes whatever you want for it to be interpreted as. It's like how they originally created warning symbols for different people. Like whenever they're creating radiation danger symbols or toxic symbols, the symbol that you see for toxicity was a symbol created by like I think like a focus group that saw the image and didn't associate anything with it. So then they themselves made that into an image to be associated with danger, and that's what became more of an image associated with danger. And so for RedAlphaTails, I didn't think of it that way. I just thought, as a 13-year-old, RedAlphaTails sounds cool. But essentially, the username is meaningless because there's nothing with it. If you think of a good definition for RedAlphaTails outside of what I use it for, let me know, because there's nothing there. I think the only good interpretation you can think maybe is like, I believe like during World War One there was like an ace pilot squadron called like the Red Tails or something. I don't know, Alpha could mix on that, like the Alpha Captain maybe. But Alpha that, just like nothing really that makes RedAlphaTails. So that's the username. So there you go, quick cool thing get to learn about the uselessness of RedAlphaTails as a name. There you go, you learn something new every day. So anyway, there you go. Quick teaching tool for my channel. I don't know. There you go. What was I doing again? I forgot. Am I all the way down here? Probably because I killed the lady. There you go. There's the interesting username story. I told you it'd be more interesting than what other people make. I hear stories of like other YouTubers making the usernames, and it's like, oh, I like this thing, and then the user generator put an extra word, and that sounded cool. Therefore, that's my username. No, that's boring. You should mash things together that you like together and it's somehow a semblance of things you enjoy. And from there, it's meaningless. The first blow of Tails. So Tails from the Sonic series goes on a rampage and he fights clones of himself in a murderous rampage. Or Tails for like another interpretation of whatever name Tails for. I almost forgot. I'm still playing that music. Okay. We don't need to well, I don't know. We could listen to Phil Glass the rest of the playthrough, but I don't think that would be particularly interesting to hear. I don't know, do you have any usernames that you use for your accounts? I don't think Vlad, your name is really could be. Well, you actually probably can associate. People do a lot of their own names, pretty much for their usernames. But do you have a different username that you use than the one that Google forced you to make a name for, even though like half people on YouTube don't? Yeah, dude, classical music's great. I play Hearts of Iron for the classical music. I just don't do it because I mean, I don't do it when I record videos or stream because of copyright issues, but you know, very fun to listen. Maybe I'll do a classical Hearts of Iron 4 live stream sometime. It's embarrassing. Oh, what? How is it embarrassing? Is it I love Roblox 999? I've seen plenty of bad usernames before. Also, this Asari clone gets progressively harder and harder to kill, which is something I don't really like to appreciate about you, Mr. Asari clone. Luckily, the health regenerating feature of the armor is the most overpowered thing in existence, and I think we'll be fine as long as we don't get hit occasionally. Though the Thorian Creeper is a bit tough to fight. Gladius Cornelius? That's actually pretty cool. Oh my god, that hurt! You... Oh no. Yeah, that's not embarrassing at all. I think it's actually pretty cool.
You must die.
Also, I must die. Not if I run though. Shepard, run! Ah! If I, like, no, never mind. I have to say, these Asari clones are the most annoying thing in existence. Oh, me too, don't get me wrong. I love to go to museums just to look for the Roman and Greek art, and then get really disappointed when I don't really see Roman or Greek art. But I did see a nice exposition on Byzantine art. Also a very nice mosaic, at least. Then I also watched too many documentaries, which is not a problem, I swear. Actually, to be honest, I like the idea behind Rome, less about what it less about more of its art and culture, and more about the idea behind Rome, what its significant aspects would be. It's not more of the sociologist than me talking, but the fact that after the collapse of the Roman Empire, and then the Pope said, the Byzantine Empire isn't really the real empire, and he created his own Holy Roman Empire instead. The idea behind recreating Rome in so many instances across Europe is so fascinating to me, because of the idea of creating an empire that's pretty much spanned across a good portion of Europe, and how some people aspire to have that one thing, and how after so many centuries it's kind of really still in existence today. The idea behind creating a significant idea behind a unified European peoples. So yeah, people like Charlemagne, the Pope. You also have people like, you know, Napoleon, even Hitler, and you also have, I don't think Great Britain really. I suppose even Britain even had its own aspirations to create its own large second empire behind it. But most countries, I guess at least some former cultures had some desires to create some sort of very strong unified type of Romanesque country after the Western Roman Empire fell. Which I think is just such a fascination about the fascination about Rome. Who says Greek and Roman things are the best and have the greatest history? Well, I wouldn't disagree with that, but I say they have the greatest tragedy. Because of the legacy that Rome, even though, well, would you say that Rome left behind a good legacy or not? That's a very controversial topic. But did Rome leave a good legacy, or did it actually do more harm than good? And believe me, I'm saying this from a perspective of someone who actually really enjoys reading books about Roman history. So this isn't like a throwaway topic I make lightly. But if you think regardless, it's very, to put it in words, it's very important to ask these type of questions so that in some formal way people, you know, at least think about these ideas instead of having, you know, the idea behind, you know, a glorified, romanticized Roman Empire than what people believe after so many years. I think it's very interesting thing to talk about. No, exactly. That's the most interesting thing. Because if Rome didn't exist, like you said, the West as we saw today wouldn't exist. And, you know, the continent of Europe would be considerably different if it wasn't for that fact. So yes, Rome did, you know, build the roads in a way before, I believe, probably a bit after the Roman Republic fell. The idea behind a centralized everyone for Rome, everyone aspirations to be Roman, is still in place. After that, you know, it fell apart. But the idea of, you know, a centralized Europe, you know, it created roads, it created large amounts of infrastructure, created united people. But then when that fell apart, it left a vacuum of power that leaves behind a very large legacy of people trying to aspire and create the same Roman ideals that were created in the past. And also lead to legacies of imperialism, controls of population, one culture ideology, even religious control of people. So, you know, Rome has both done good things and bad things. But you have to ask, does the costs outweigh the benefits? Some people will agree. I don't know, some people might even disagree. Because you have to remember, the Renaissance came apart because of the ideals of Rome. Yes, that is true. But the causes of the Dark Ages, the idea to not question the church, came from the fall of the Roman Empire. And the ideas behind a more singular religion.
I've lost shields.
Excuse me? Where do Historian Creepers come from? I'm about to die.
You must die.
Lost shields.
Okay, run! I died. But anyways though. Well, I mean the Dark Ages happened because the idea behind Rome changed because of the times. In my opinion, at least. The idea is that the Romans had, in order to maintain order, changed drastically. And that's what helped cause the Dark Ages that happened in the Western Roman Empire to collapse. Oh, thank God they started dying. Oh, man. So really hard. Guys, this game is like really hard and stuff. I keep dying all the time. I don't know about you guys, but it's like too difficult for me. Please let me quick save for the love of everything. Ugh, thank God. Anyways though. I don't say these things I don't say these things to antagonize people, but I do say it as a way for a healthy way to examine history. Because history is always written by the victors. And so you always have to wonder whether the way the victors wrote history is the way it should be learned, in a way. Yeah, a good question to ask is if the Dark Ages is the fault of Rome. Well, it's a very controversial question to ask. Like the question I've been asking.
I've lost shields.
So we're going to play the game of, yeah, inclusion. Rome has had a significant impact on history that's influenced the entire world, pretty much. All parts of the world have been influenced by Rome in some sort of way.
I've lost shields.
Oh my god. I hate this Asari. She keeps getting on me about everything. I also don't like the fact that you can't aim when you have low health, and so it entirely defeats the purpose of actually using a bloody sniper rifle. Also, this game keeps throwing zombies at me over and over again. Like, come on, people. I kind of feel like this boss level has overstayed its welcome. Genghis Khan monster reformer. Usually the answer is both. I mean, if you're asking particularly me, no, I say he is both, yes. That he did, in a way, change up a lot of the European and Asian landscape, killing a lot of people on the way as well. But then he also helped instigate a lot of trade between his own empire. So it really depends on the way history judges people. Which value is greater? Well, here's something we haven't considered yet. Didn't the Silk Road also help bring apart the Black Death?
Hostile spotted.
I really don't like this Asari claim. So these ripple effects that come across history end up making a very significant change to the world. I mean, certainly Genghis Khan did help build the Ottoman Empire, like showing the value of European trade like that with Asia across the Silk Road. But in the same token,
Enemy contact.
was it all worth it? A reformer with soul and blood. Well, yeah, definitely. You wouldn't think of Genghis Khan being the instigator of discovery and colonization of the New World, but he was in a way because of the fact that, like I said before, he helped, not directly, but indirectly helped create the Ottoman Empire being strong with its trade with Asia, with the Silk Road. And that in turn led for the monopolization of the Ottoman Empire to consolidate trade between Asia and Europe, which made countries like Portugal seek to discover new ways of trying to discover the sea to find trade to facilitate itself with Asia, and also help creating and having Europeans dominate the New World. So a lot of things in history do tend to, I guess, align together, whether we historians do see it or not. Sorry, I unlocked the achievement. And also the discovery of the New World helped, in a way, give Europe a lot more resources and more ways to manufacture a lot more goods, which also helped in turn let Europeans help control large portions of the world because of its heavy use of manufacturing. Or at least having markets to sell their manufacturing to. And you can also apply back to Rome because the ideas and use of imperialism, as the word is, was the idea for countries to create large empires, in a way. The use of the romanticized Roman idea as well. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the point that I'm getting to. When Tolstoy wrote War and Peace, I believe he was doing like a very small novel about the interrelationships of the time, but then he kept going back in history because of all the different parts of history that influence up to that moment. So, I mean, that's a great example of what you're saying right there, to be honest, in War and Peace. Anyway, we don't trust this story since you killed me over so many times.
This is no trick. The Thorian is dead, and I am myself again. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is
Yeah, sure.
Benezia lost her way.
You chose to side with Saren. So did Matriarch Benezia.
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Sarah, but in the end, her plan backfired.
There's more to going on.
Matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will.
Talk about Saren. Oh no, Saren.
But in the end, it is absolute.
He does evil
I was
things.
a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
That's what you get for trusting Saren.
Saren is quick to betray his followers and his allies. Once he had what he needed, he ordered his Geth to destroy the Thorian. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the cipher.
Oh, it's awesome. I talk to someone about history as well. I'm the type of person that spends too much time watching documentaries. Like when I go eat breakfast, I just watch documentaries. Or when I'm bored, I go watch some documentary about World War II or World War One, or I'm watching a documentary about the Cold War. I don't know. I think people will find it weird, but you know, I just like to absorb history for some reason.
What's the cipher? And why did Sarah need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
Just give me some plain answers. Where is the cipher?
Find the cipher.
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory. A viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
You gave it to Saren.
Taught Saren, you can teach me.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours.
I honestly don't trust the stars, so we probably should shoot it immediately.
Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to
He doesn't look.
the threads that bind us.
That face.
Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence.
Open yourself to the universe.
Commander. Embrace eternity.
Oh no! Electronics. And meat. And then the Reapers! Plot twist. Chick's confused. Thinking. Shepard must think, not to shoot. Sorry.
The cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
Are you alright? What just happened?
Vietnam War flashlights be like? Yep.
All I saw were more weird visions. It still didn't make sense.
You have been given a great gift.
Shepard's just upset.
Entire people.
Grr!
Take time for your mind to process this
Sorry,
information.
put mean images in mind. Must shoot, sorry.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
You were allied with Saren. For all I know, you still are. I can't just let you walk away.
Your suspicions are understandable, but you freed me from the Thorian and from Saren. I am on your side now. If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists.
You probably shouldn't, to be honest.
I would like to make amends.
Okay, you know what, I'm gonna let you decide this option. But as you said, you see his history as a giant story. I see history more as the sort of gateway to understanding people in the past, pretty much. You know, we really can't relive what people experienced in the past, but the next best thing to do is to simply explore the way that people have experienced the times that they lived through. And a good way to use that is through history. The main problem is that a lot of history doesn't really show itself through the common person. No mercy? Okay.
You change sides too often. I have no choice. You must die.
So be it. If this is the fate you feel I deserve, then I will not resist.
Oh, there you go. She's dead.
You tried to do for us. Saved a few. It's more than most would have done.
I didn't save anyone.
Anyway, thanks. We'll start again.
I didn't save anyone, Juliana. They don't even have dialogue for like, why did you massacre this entire colony? It's like, well, you did what you could. You got the job done, but at least you saved some colonists. And I'm like, no, I didn't save any colonists. I killed them all. Oh, that's hilarious.
We'll be gone as soon as a transport arrives.
They killed it, at least that's something. There was so many of us.
Start over. What else can we do?
It's nice to finally get to see you.
I hope Exo Jenny learned their lesson.
Any luck finding my workstation out in the ruins?
Nope.
I haven't found your workstation or data yet.
Just keep it in mind while you're out there.
And I'm not gonna look for it. I'm done. I think I've ruined this colony enough. I think BioWare finally realized that in 2. So luckily Shepard gets even worse in that game. I don't know. I don't think BioWare imagined Homicidal Maniac to be the type of playthrough you want to play. I should just say Genocidal Maniac at this point. Well, we've ruined this planet enough. Time to leave it, because we got all we need to get. And now it's like another thing we have to go investigate. Aren't you happy? I mean, I think it's pretty funny, honestly. The game does not register that Shepard is a genocidal maniac.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Commander, you look pale. Are you
Alright.
suffering any ill effects from
Time to be mean.
My brain's been scrambled like an egg. How do you think I feel?
I'm not able to help you. I am an expert
They are trying to be so nice, and
in fact,
Shepard's just
my consciousness
being so mean.
Maybe we can make some sense of it.
Nobody's messing with my head anymore. I'm sick of dealing with these visions.
I understand your reluctance, Commander. But the visions are already there. I only want to help you make sense of them. It may be the only way to stop Saren.
Make it fast. Time to...
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense.
Intense.
You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
Yeah,
The
we
beacon
go with
of
Ashley on it.
Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the commander's mind is incomplete.
Looks like we're back where we started.
Quite the opposite, Commander. I think my knowledge of the Protheans will prove useful before this is over. I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision. What was there, at least. But something was missing. Saren must have the missing information.
The missing information.
Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the
Weak.
medical bay and lie down for a moment.
Are you sure it was the joining? I feel fine.
Your role in our communion is passive. I am the one who must submerge myself in your mind, drown myself in your thoughts. It is more difficult than it looks. The human subconscious instinctively resists the joining, Commander. A strong personality like yours makes it even harder.
We're done here. Dismissed.
Get out of my face, you're weak, Liara.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, is this some kind of game? Are you calling in a report just so you can cut us off again?
You know it.
That never gets console, does it?
Oh, that's pretty good. Man, we get so much about the council. Honestly, that makes my day, to be honest. Probably should increase fitness, because I think my health is really poor this game. Should probably say the games too. Oh, Shepherd, you're such a joker.
Yes, Commander?
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, sir.
I don't know, actually. I said I've only really played 2. Mass Effect 2. And they didn't really include the council in that game. So I have no idea. Oh, speaking of Joker, by the way, you meant I was actually going to say it last live stream, but I forgot because of the whole internet problem shortage. But the game Persona 5 you mentioned, I looked into it. Unfortunately, it's only for PS3 and PS4. I have neither. I only have a 360 and a PC, so I'm a bit on luck there. But I do have Hulu, which means I can watch the animated series on Persona 5. Doesn't count, but I get to know part of the story. I mean, I watched part of the animated series, and I could tell that it's adaptation from the game because they make it all the fight scenes very short. It's hard to describe. A lot of the episodes are very dialogue heavy, and then the combat's like 5 minutes, and then everyone converges and attacks the enemy at once, and then like yep, then they showed like I suppose the scene what makes your character look cool, and the actual animation. So that's interesting.
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Also, I don't think anyone really has new dialogue. Yeah, I'm making blast with it regardless. I know it's not exactly, playing the game because the game is very long. But if I ever do get a PS3 or PS4, I'll definitely, and I can put it on live stream, I'll definitely play it. Okay.
Oh, hello, Shepard.
Are you okay?
I don't know. Your ship is amazing, and your crew's been really great to me.
Game good, anime terrible? I get that.
But I just sort of feel...
No, Tally, you're great.
The Normandy runs so smooth, it feels like we're not even moving. And the engines are so quiet. How do you sleep at night?
I find it rather peaceful. Don't worry, you'll get used to it.
But it's more than just the silence. This ship feels so empty. It's like half the crew is
Half the crew's missing.
Back home, I couldn't wait to go on my pilgrimage. I couldn't wait to get away from the crowds. Now that I'm out here, I kind of miss them.
Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone.
That's true. I'm starting to wonder if that's what the pilgrimage is really about. It's given me a whole new perspective on my people and our culture. You know, there's always a few who go on their pilgrimages and never return. I always assumed something bad happened to them.
Oh, Tally.
Maybe they just wanted a different life.
You do plan to return to the migrant fleet, right?
I could never abandon my people, Shepard. I will go back eventually, but we have to stop Saren first. Otherwise, I not have a home to go back to.
I think that's actually it.
I should go.
See you later.
So it would just be nice to Tally, that's it. I think we're supposed to be nice to Garrus, but we're not gonna. Unless you're a female character, you can actually go with Garrus. And you can't do it till 2 or 3. I know that for a fact. Don't ask why. Anyway, we're done with dumb fat.
Good timing, Commander. We got a transmission coming in from the Citadel. Top priority clearance.
From who exactly?
Is it the ambassador?
It's not his signature. I think it's from the council. I'll patch it through the comrade.
Oh, we have to go talk to the council. I wonder how this is gonna go.
Commander Shepard, we've received information that may be critical to your mission against Saren.
You didn't seem that interested in helping me before. Why now?
The Council agreed that Saren was dangerous, Commander. That was why we made you a Spectre. We only balked at unleashing the full force of the Citadel fleet against him.
Nobody on the Council wants to see you fail, so we contacted you with this latest information.
We've received an urgent message from one of our infiltration regiments in the Traverse.
You mean spies?
Spectres tend to attract attention, Commander, but they are only one arm of the Council. Special task groups are often a better option for monitoring developing situations.
We currently have several infiltration units scattered throughout the border regions of Citadel space. This particular unit was gathering intel on Saren.
Pretend to be mean.
Like being kept in the dark.
How dare you?
We can't have you racing around the galaxy chasing false leads, Commander. We only contacted you because we feel this may be...
We're trying to be so nice, and Shepard's really just being such a jerk.
The message we received was little more than static. The infiltration team must be in a situation where they can't set up proper interstellar communications. But the message was sent on a channel reserved for mission-critical communications. Whatever they were trying to tell us, we know it was important. Considering your interest in Saren, we thought you might want to investigate this.
Wait, so you're sending me on a wild goose chase, actually?
The signal originated from the planet Vermeer.
A missing infiltration team's not my problem. Clean up your own mess.
That unit may have sacrificed their lives to get this message out. Saren is up to something on Vermeer.
Many Bothians have died for this information?
Human pride.
I will find Saren, but I'm doing it my way.
The Council prefers not to become involved in the specifics of Spectre activities. We only want you to be aware of all your options, including Vermeer. Good luck, Commander Shepard. We will keep you advised if we learn anything else.
If a bunch of space-time pirates kidnapped you and forced you to go back in time, but you can choose where and when to drop, whenever you go. That's oddly specific about time-space pirates. I don't know, 1970, so I can go vest some stock in Apple. It's like a stupid cop-out answer. Do it for the money. Okay. I mean, that's a really interesting question, because then you're asking whether or not you would want to go to certain periods of time where... Like, could you go into the future? Like, if there's like a future where everything is pretty good, you can go to it? Like, go like 500 years in the future and like everyone has like transplanted themselves into bodies that last forever or something? Yeah, I'm all for it. But it was like, you have to go in the past, and I'll probably just keep it like very close to this time period right now. No, only past? Yeah, then I would go to the... I'd go to 2010 to expedite my YouTube career. Be one of the first to use fear games, scary games, Phoenix Markiplier. I know. I'd probably keep it like around this time, honestly, because you have the internet, and you have the internet, and you have the internet, and also, do you mention you also have the internet you can use? So I would pretty much keep it very close to this time period, if that was an option. Because you asked too many questions. 1000 to 1900. Okay. So we're gonna go to Viamir because it's a critical mission, I think. So I just changed my mind. Ah, yeah, 1000 to 1900. I suppose I'd keep it to like 1900, just because I know enough information what happens in 1900, so I wouldn't be surprised if certain events would happen, unless me being in the past would influence the me being there. Oh, so many questions. There's so many different aspects that I need to consider first.
Commander, I'm reading
I'm gonna fight World 1. That's the worst idea.
Check out those defense towers.
Drop the Mako. We'll go in hot and take them out.
I'll get you in underneath their radar, Commander.
Got a clean drop, Commander.
Stay out of range and continue evasive maneuvers until I bring those AA towers down.
I know the drill. Meet you at the camp once those towers are offline. Joke around.
Yeah, because I would probably choose the closest to our time period, Aware. Mainly because the more recent you get the time, the more you're able to, I guess, be able to live longer. Because if you like go in the past where it's extremely difficult to live, like if you go to the medieval era, or even the time of colonization, you'll get a cut and then you die. So the closer you get to our time period, the better you're off with living and not dying from the sniffles. But yeah, 1900, maybe just, I don't know, some North America somewhere where the World War I really wasn't involved. Because you go to Europe, and, well, go to Europe, then it's like all devastated and really sad, unless, I suppose, just don't live where Poland or Belgium or northern France is. And probably not China, because they're still getting screwed over that time period. Specific time and place. I don't know, dude. I don't know, live in Canada, January 1st, 1900. If 1900 is like the latest I can go. Canada's so nice, you haven't had to really fight any wars in Canada. Has Canada really been invaded before? I think they've only been invaded once. And I think that the invasion was a failure because of the United States. I don't know, there's my answer. Canada. And the year 1900. It's the safest place to be. Like if I say I want to go live in Germany in 1914, it's like probably not a very good. No, keep asking questions. Honestly, keeps me entertained as well as playing the game. It makes me have good relevant topics to talk about. Otherwise, I'm just talking and playing the game, which is not a bad thing. I can only talk about so much about Mass Effect and running people over with the car force dialogue. My own conversation starts to get boring. Also, oh, there goes the Mako. I'm so good at this game, can't you tell? If you ever become a YouTuber, that's probably going to be the biggest things. Like, you ever notice when, like, you watch some, like, YouTuber playing a game and then you're always like, oh, you missed this, oh, you're missing this thing right here. Oh, how could you have completely avoid that one thing that happened in the game? How could you miss that chest? At least for me in that instance, you end up just realizing because you're trying to talk about relevant things and also play the game at the same exact time, making conversation, it makes your perception go a lot lower, and trying to think about conversations and playing a game at the same time is not as easy as people might think. Which is just one of those, I guess, veils people may not really see when, between YouTube and viewers. I told you, I'm a sociologist, I like to think about this kind of thing. I also do realize that literally just not attacking any of these people, I'm missing out on a lot of XP. But also can't be bothered trying to shoot for like 3 hours and trying to clear the map. Because the Mako, I don't think you can really upgrade. So I continuously mess around with the physics engine in this game. Because yeah, you can't really upgrade the Mako, so a lot of its damage output is really stagnant. Because look how long it takes to really kill this Geth. I don't know, his art was pretty bad. Actually, didn't Hitler only just make like like bunch of just buildings, like painted, but it like shows you the consequences of not Hitler, sort of. Not saying like in a good way. In the Red Alert series, like Albert Einstein goes back in time to not let Hitler be Hitler, and then like the Soviet Union takes over the world. I don't think it's actually kind of funny, to be honest. But would you take Hitler out? I mean, of course you would. It's like, that's like the one fall through question you really can't say no to. But then you have to think whether or not, you know, Hitler just gets replaced by someone even worse. And then you have to take that person out. The other ones? No. I don't know. We're talking about like how would time be affected by the displacement of history? Would time be altered, or would it just be history replacing it with just a different name? Because what if Hitler got replaced by like Senior Hilter? Didn't you have to kill him too?
ready to continue. On your mark, Commander Shepard.
Alright. So do you have the Hammer 3, which is... Oh, sure, I have the Hammer 3. We have the Phoenix 3, which is literally worse than Gladiator, which I have right now. Oh wait though, but answering your question though, what if even though Hitler got accepted into art school, what if he still just became the same person as he did before? Except just killed the people who hated his artwork. And that would be a lot of people, to be honest. They're pretty fun. A lot of exploring the what if universe. Think about it this way, if Hitler got accepted into art school, then you'd have to be reading history books on Hitler's paintings. And you have to maybe do analyzing Hitler's artwork. That would be a terrible universe. Oh, that's a lot more people than expected. Go team, go! Go team, meet shield. Oh. I really need more shield. I need to find out what gives me more shield in this game. Ignore the barking dogs in the background. Ignore the old man in the background. For he knows nothing. The nature.
That's it. Nothing between us and the Solarian camp.
Until humanity can actually control nature, which we really can't, then we're really just a whim to nature. Unless we can really stop hurricanes and huge terrible storms and earthquakes, tsunamis. Unless we are able to stop those, or even tornadoes as well, then humanity is still really limited and bound by nature. And in a way we have. I mean, the base of civilization of humanity is just, at least in some sort of way, control nature. That's how we'd be able to promote agriculture. We wouldn't be able to grow food production as we did before if we didn't actually control nature in some way.
But it looks like we're grounded. The Solarian captain can explain when you get here.
But, you know, it's more of a realization that humanity really hasn't controlled the nature, or really the earth, because it's something that humanity may not even really be able to control at all. It's something so powerful and so significant that we just probably really control
So
it.
what are we supposed to do now?
Stay put until we can come up with a plan.
Are you in charge here? What's the situation?
I'm Captain Kirahi, 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG. You and your crew have just landed in the middle of a hot zone. Every AA gun within 10 miles has been alerted to your presence.
That's just great. What now?
We stay put until the Council sends the reinforcements we requested.
We are the reinforcements.
What? You're all they sent? I told the Council to send a fleet.
We couldn't understand your transmission. They sent me to investigate.
That is a repetition of our task. I lost half my men investigating this place.
So what have you found?
Saren's base of operations. He set up a research facility here, and it's crawling with Geth and very well fortified.
Oh no.
What's Saren researching?
He's using the facility to breed an army of Krogan.
Ooh, Krogan.
How is that possible?
Apparently, Saren has discovered a cure for the genophage.
The Geth are bad enough, but a Krogan army, he'd be almost unstoppable.
And we saw we had to do a Krogan. Or how bad
my
Krogan
thoughts.
are.
We must ensure that this facility and its secrets are destroyed.
Destroyed? I don't think so. Our people are dying.
Oh, your people
This
dying.
cure can save them.
So what?
If that cure leads
Humanity above all.
unstoppable, we can't make the same mistake again.
We are not a mistake.
Oh no.
Is he going to be a problem? We already have enough angry Krogan to deal with.
Don't worry about it, Captain.
I do worry. That's why I'm still alive. Why don't you go talk to the Krogan? My men and I need some time to come up with a new plan of attack. In the meantime, if you need any supplies, you can talk to Commander Rentola. He's in one of the tents nearby.
Looks like things are a bit of a mess.
Yeah. I wouldn't be so worried if it wasn't for Rex. Looks like he's gonna blow a gasket.
Just drop it. He'll be fine.
Silence,
So.
Ashley.
I'm gonna keep my eye on him, if it's all the same to you.
Oh, thanks, Tally.
The upcoming battle frightens me, but I know Saren must be stopped.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Stealing resources from the Solarians.
Greetings, human. I am Commander Rentola. I can provide you with supplies for the upcoming mission. For anything else, I suggest you speak with Captain Kirahi.
Let me see what you have.
What little there is.
Oh, you probably had to sell it to me. Yeah. Oh, Hammer 5. Risk control license. Armory Council license. Does anyone know? Well, do you know what this does? I'm just gonna buy it. Sure, we'll buy it. I don't know what it is, but we'll buy it anyway. Also, one thing I probably say I'm not the biggest fan of this game is that you have so many things in this game to buy. So we're just gonna like, you probably want to sell the pistol. Like, all this is so rubbish. And now we got to the 2s. So we'll sell the level 1s. And we'll keep all level 2s because I don't know where they have. There we go. I really like to...
Hello again, human. If you need supplies, I suggest you take...
I'm also going to criticize you.
Just tell me what you have available.
We have limited reserves. We requested a fleet to destroy Saren's base. Instead, they sent you.
I've been trying to warn the Council about Saren since they started.
Then I hope you'll find the sense to listen, before it's too late.
I should go.
Too bad I can't shoot you.
Bye, human. Speak with the captain when you're ready to go.
So there's a medicine that improves concentration in ADHD patients, but has a rare side effect: episodes of rage. Eventually, kid ADHD is a history of violence, takes a pill and gets hurt. Oh, you're asking me to step on landmines. Well, actually, no, here's an easier way to say it. So because it's actually they're both to blame, but the fault actually would go to the parents, because the parents are the ones responsible for the child's, so it's jumping Joe. Oh, never mind. the parent is in charge of the child's medication, so knowing that the kid has a history of violence, the parents should have known that the pill sometimes create rage, then it's on the parents that gave the pills fault for that happening.
If we fail, no one will hear of this.
I think that's it really for this area. Also, you know what? Even though we're never going to use these weapons at all, might as well just equip them regardless. I'm doing the... it's actually not that bad. Take the Phoenix 5. Oh, that's Ashley's armor. Can I repaint it? I look terrible. I'm wearing what Ashley's wearing. A fate worse than death. Also, okay, then it's on the company then. Because if that side effect was unknown, then the kid has no reason to know that the pills have the side effects.
I just need a few more minutes with my men.
Because it'd be up to the it's up to the company to reveal the information. If not, then I believe probably the company is breaking some trade laws. Or at least breaking laws to at least the country that they're trying to sell it to.
Hello again, human. If you need supplies, I suggest you take them now.
I should go.
Goodbye, human. Speak with
You know what probably I should do? Actually, no, I can't.
when you're ready to go. Hello again, human. If you need supplies, I suggest you take them.
I should go.
Goodbye, human. Speak with the captain when you're ready to go.
So I need to speak with the captain to go, but then the captain won't go.
Speak to the Krogan. Settle him down.
Oh, okay. So I have to speak to Rex instead.
This isn't right, Shepard. If there's a cure for the genophage, we can't destroy it.
This has to be done. Saren's the enemy, not me.
I'm gonna piss off the Krogan now.
Really? Saren created a cure for my people. You want to destroy it. Help me out here, Shepard. The lines between friend and foe are getting a little blurry from where I stand.
I don't care what your personal feelings are. This base gets destroyed.
Don't push me, Shepard. I followed you because I wanted to fight for something more than credits. If you can't give me a better reason than this to destroy the hopes of my people, I'm done with you.
All you need to know is that I'm giving you an order to fall in line.
So that's it. All this time, and that's all I get from you. How can you not see what this means to the Krogan? This base can't be destroyed. I won't allow it.
Oh, jeez.
Commander, are you all right?
Well,
I'm feeling a hell of a lot better than he is.
Yeah, I guess so. What happened?
He just proved to us why this place needs to be completely destroyed.
Damn, I knew he was angry. I just didn't think he'd lose his life over it.
Better him than the commander.
Yeah, I suppose.
well, we don't have Rex anymore. Well, that's the thing then. I mean, I don't want to get involved because it seems like it's really more of a situation that Well, if I okay, fine. If I were to choose sides of, you know, if it's a more relevant topic, then yeah, I would. If the side effects were hidden from by the company, then, as I said before, it depends really on the age of the kid, though. If the kid's like a kind of young kid, or even in his teens, then it's really up to parental supervision to address this. Or if, you know, the information's hidden, then it's really on the company because they're the ones who kind of kept it a secret. Because is it really the kid's fault because he hurt other people? Because he took a drug that would make him... If the kid didn't know that the drug would make him have a lot of rage, and the kid has rage because of the pill, then it's really not on him because he didn't know.
I'm sorry the Krogan couldn't be reasoned with. Shall I arrange for a council-sponsored service, or should we dump his body in the swamps?
He betrayed me. Leave his body here to rot.
I'll have my men drag his corpse to the swamps later, assuming we survive the assault on Saren's base.
I assume that means you've come up with a plan.
Of sorts. We can convert our ship's drive system into a 20-kiloton ordnance. Crude, but effective.
Nice. Drop that nuke from orbit, and Saren can kiss his Turian ass goodbye.
Unfortunately, the facility is too well fortified for that. We'll need to place the bomb at a precise location.
Where do we take the nuke? And how do we get there?
The bomb must be taken to the far side of the facility. Your ship can drop it off, but we'll need to infiltrate the base, disable the AA guns, and pacify any ground forces first.
You want us to go in on foot? We don't have enough men.
Good. I prefer a straight fight anyway.
It won't be that simple. We just don't have the numbers to meet them head on. I'm going to divide my men into 3 teams and hit the front of the facility. While we've got their attention, you can sneak your shadow team in the back.
I just hope you survive long enough to be useful.
We're tougher than we look, Commander. But it's true.
No problem. I definitely enjoy answering these things.
And that makes what I'm going to ask even more difficult. I need one of your men to accompany me, to help coordinate the teams.
I don't make a habit of placing my people under someone else's command.
I understand, but this mission is too important for personal preferences to get in the way.
He's right, Commander. We can't do this without both teams at their best. I volunteer.
Okay, Caden, you volunteer to die.
Not so fast, LT. Commander Shepard will need you to arm the nuke. I'll go with the Solarians.
With all due respect, Gunnery Chief, it's not your place to decide.
Why is it that whenever someone says, with all due respect, they really mean kiss my ass?
Be quiet.
This is my decision, not yours.
Either of these two will do, Commander. Both seem willing to sacrifice their lives if necessary, though if we are lucky, such sacrifices won't be required.
I let this decision, you decide this decision. But can I just acknowledge a fact that there was supposed to be a very important decision, a very like thought-provoking paradox, like you mentioned, for this game in particular, that they're developing a cure for the Krogan, but since we're doing evil playthrough, it doesn't matter at all. We just take the evil option, guys. That's the evil option. We do need to decide though if we're gonna let Caden or Ashley die. I don't know. I'm really gonna say I want Caden to die because Ashley is really being such a racist. It's almost hilarious. Take Ashley. I don't know. I actually need to go to the restroom real quick. But we'll decide. I really want to take Caden because I want Ashley to live because she's such a bad character. You're back. Okay, so sacrifice Caden. We're going with Caden. I want to go sacrifice Caden, to be honest. He hasn't done anything wrong. He seems reasonable, and he wants to be selfless in trying to help a team of Solarians overtake Saren. So obviously we have to sacrifice Caden instead of the racist bigot Ashley, who probably deserves to die more often than not. Okay, now you're just asking like really weird questions.
Elenko, you're with the captain. Keep it simple, understood?
Aye, aye, Commander.
I will have the ordnance loaded onto the Normandy and brief your crew on its detonation sequencing. Do you have any questions before we go, Commander?
So is eating a human bad? So you're asking like, is eating a human bad if they gave permission to be eaten?
I'm ready when you are, Captain.
Excellent. Then if you'll excuse me, I need to prepare my men.
Well, this is it. Don't do anything foolish while I'm gone, Ash. And that goes for you too.
Oh, I'm really going to kill you now. You disobeyed your disrespecting your commander.
Good luck.
It's a dangerous situation. Keep your eyes open and be ready for anything.
You bet, Commander.
Now you're just asking questions I've like barely any reference to.
You all know the mission and what is at stake. I have come to trust each of you with my life, but I have also heard murmurs of discontent. I share your concerns. We are trained for espionage.
Let me think about while the speech is being made.
Records are sealed. Glorying in battle is not our way. Think of our heroes. A silent step who defeated a nation with a single shot. Or the ever alert who kept armies at bay with hidden facts. These giants do not seem to give us solace here, but they are not all that we are. Before the network, there was the fleet. Before diplomacy, there were soldiers. Our influence stopped Arachni, but before that, we held the line. Our influence stopped the Krogan, but before that, we held the line. Our influence will stop Saren. In the battle today, we will hold the line. Good luck, Commander. I hope we will meet again.
Okay, great speech anyway. So, there is Rex. He's no longer here. We weren't even gonna like invite him, honestly. I was almost saying no, but I just brought him along because he's very powerful. So the answer to your question, if it's a dangerous situation, or situation where like you're in the middle of like the mountains and you're going to either if you don't,
You read me, Commander?
if you like if you and your party need to eat and one person's like eat my leg or something, then I suppose it's okay. But if it's like your Hannibal Lecter and your friends like eat me, I taste yummy, then it's like a different scenario, different situation, and you're not in the mountains or something. Because you know, if the person that sacrificed part of their body is being noble in it, but then if it's not like a emergency, then you're just eating another person, and eating people are pretty taboo, to be honest. So, but like from a social situation, and it's not really that. I don't know. It depends if the person does die as well. I don't know. If this is like, if I was like on the jury and people, I had to decide if this is bad or not, then I'd probably say if there's like an emergency, then maybe it's okay. But if not, it's like, no.
Loud and clear.
Good. We'll start our push. We'll try to make it to the AA guns, but it might be up to you to finish the job. And Commander, if you see any way to undermine their defenses, we could definitely use the help.
Undermine their defenses? That sounds like work. Noted.
Shadow is on the ground. Repeat, Shadow is on the ground. Lieutenant Elenko with AE Core team. Runaway, Jayeto team. Move. Time to get some attention.
I surely hope this won't come back to haunt me, making these decisions. Like 3 years from now, you'll be like, remember that time where you said that cannibalism was okay only in certain situations? I really feel like it's supposed to be an epic battle, but it's not really because I'm just sniping everyone from long distance.
Fire is coordinated on Monovites.
I'm a good test subject.
They're out of range.
I'm just some dumb YouTuber who makes Crusader Kings 2 videos about cannibalism. What am I a reference for? One curious thing about this game is that you get the option to use assault rifles and shotguns in your arsenal, but then it doesn't really matter because you're not going to be using it anyway in the first game because unless you have the skills for it. So that's something I find interesting. Like, they give you all these weapons to use, but then you're not even going to bother using them. But then in 2, they only distinctly give you the weapons you can use, which I find interesting. It makes it more specialized and being like, oh, I have an assault rifle, yet I'm not good at assault rifle, therefore I will not use it the entire game, yet having it in my inventory still. I don't know. Gas communication disrupted. Is it okay to live in comfort and be ignorant, or to be broken and genius? Yeah, but then the question comes, can you use your genius to create comfort? Because, you know, if I'm a genius, then if I just create a multi-million dollar corporation, then I'll live in comfort. But if you live in comfort, then you can lose your wealth. So I think if it's like a more of a cop-out answer. So no, you can't use your geniuses to. Wait, so like asking like 1984 terms then, like if you either you're part of the middle class that is relatively okay, but they don't have any control, or you become like part of the Free Brotherhood or something? Or is it more like... I'm not sure actually.
You've got a shot. Lieutenant Alenko, take the heat off Man of Iron.
Okay. Well, if that was the case, then I'd probably choose the genius part. I'm a curious person by nature, so probably that's what I would choose. Because I hate the fact knowing my entire life would be living, I suppose, some sort of a lie. If that wasn't the case. I mean, if that was the case. And then you could just start your own communist revolution or something, whatever. Something of the other.
They're calling SAT strikes. Theodore, watch for comm stations. Alenko, can you see anything?
I also did enjoy how this is like a huge battle and I'm just fighting like 2 Geth at a time. Also, Garrus has died? Which, Garrus, you're really being weak here, and we have to sacrifice you for 25 Renegade points. It may just be Shepard all alone by himself. Oh, never mind, it's a Krogan. There we go. Oh, game saved. I think there's a boss battle now. Oh, boss battle coming up. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
We're getting pounded. Bunker up before the aircraft return.
I hope the top leaders have mercy and kill you quickly. Oh man, my dude. But what would you choose? What's your opinion on these questions anyway? Okay, is the stream on again? I'm not happy. Okay, is it back on? Is it back? Okay. I may have to do another return of the same router before. We'll see. Okay. Yeah, you didn't answer the question though. If it was your choice to have the same option, what would you choose? I don't know, what was I doing again? Yeah. Follower Garrus died. Yep. That's pretty good consolation. Oh, no, mine did die. It's like, oh, that took care of it. No, it didn't. Oh, that's Paragon. I don't want Paragon. That's rubbish. I'm becoming a good guy accidentally by killing everything. That's more Paragon. So you would be killed by a dog, please. I don't think many people would actually even choose the option to be ignorant. Unless you just really prefer self-preservation of knowledge. I don't know, it really depends if you want to move on your genes or whatever. Ouch. I mean by that, like, having a family and whatnot. Because you can't really have a family if you're dead. Quickly meet shields. Protect me. I really would. Yeah, there you go. Have another bloody Krogan in the way. At least if the shield overcharge, that's actually working fairly well. Though the Krogan are really have a nasty habit of not dying. Which is like greatly disappointing. Oh, there's even more Krogans. Actually, quickly be racist towards them. Maybe it'll make them so upset that they'll die. Ooh, crate. things to steal. Like a new pistol. Which is actually better. Yeah. Also, none of these other team members, and they're only using the worst assault rifles in the game. Only. No wonder they die so often. He has the Terran armor that we don't have. What sucks to be you. It's too bad, Garrus.
Must be getting close. Hold the line, men. Hold the line.
Are we born to compete in one another, or is it forced upon us in society? Well, hold on a tick. I mean, based upon the very fabric of society, you would think that it would be very... Actually, no, I agree, yeah. It's based upon societal rules, because whenever you look at different types of hunter-gathering groups in the past, I mean, I'm just saying this as a large pistol, but the research I've found before, hunter-gathering groups don't normally actually compete against one another. It's very communal, where local small groups of bands tend to work together without too much conflict in between, with only meet up with other groups due to, I suppose, in the word procreate, or to switch members of that tribe in order to keep gene pools from becoming, it's not stagnant, becoming inbred. But societal norms in order to reach the top when equality is not high does equal to be having more competition between one another, because when you're in a hunter-gathering society, everyone at least has some role that they're already in, and the work is equally shared among everyone else. But when you have other societies that which inform other rules besides trying just to gather the amount of food you need to survive for the day, then you have professions and leadership roles that, and even farming communal roles that end up being created. And that helps spawn the idea behind competition, because then people want to seek power over other people in order to be on top. To be able to do less work, because work is not equally shared in a society that, you know, that's not outside of like small hunter-gatherer tribes.
Alenko can take a few more. Minimize the guard presence in the base.
Aye, aye, Commander. I hope Alenko's paying attention.
Societal hierarchies always have a tendency to have a reduction in work the higher up the, I suppose, societal pyramid goes, so to speak. That's my main, I don't know, my main reasoning behind it. And because people desire to do less work because it means it's, well, besides the fact it's less effort for them, it's less constraint upon their lives, they would want to desire that more often. And one shot, or two shot the Juggernaut. He's dead. Boom, headshot. I win. Electric Boogaloo. Best day ever.
Is someone out there?
The captain was flanked. Igor, form up with Jayetta. We need to stall for time.
Oh no! Our friend may die. At least we'll deactivate the alarms. Is it better to save Atlantis but be forgotten, or save New York and be remembered but half the city destroyed? Well, does Atlantis give you a lot more technologies to benefit humanity?
What do you want? I told you everything. Who are you? Alliance, right? I knew someone would come. It tried to break me, but it couldn't. I shut it out.
Nobody's going anywhere till I get some answers.
Private Mano Savat of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment STG, sir. Captured well on reconnaissance 6 days ago. Glad to answer, sir. Never any questions from these bastards.
This is an alien.
Whispers and poking and cutting. I'd say anything to get out and get some payback. That's not too much to ask, is it? A little payback?
Can you help me, or will I be carrying you out of here?
I'll be at your back every step of the way. I just need to get out of here and away from that incessant whispering. They've piped it in for days now.
Something's not right here, Commander.
He's not part of the mission.
Oh no.
No. I need to get out. This room is too small and it keeps talking and I really want to get out of here and get some work done. I need to get out. Let me out.
I can't take that chance.
No.
Can't take that chance. No chance. I need to do what it says. I have to. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
Silly aliens. Get out of here. Atlantis forgotten by help agent civilization? I mean, on the principle of it, you're asking whether or not if you want to receive recognition for your efforts over the lives of people. And so, I mean, I would just choose probably Atlantis because you're saving more people. Do you want me? Do you want to receive a medal for your efforts, or you just want to be happy knowing you saved a lot of people? I would probably just choose that option. I'm glad we got Krogan armor, yet we just killed our Krogan already. That is always a great sign. Well, it's more of the obvious answer, isn't it? Like, I mean, if you're just choosing the other option, then you're just being selfish, really. That's in my opinion, at least. Oh, this Garrus is a dead body, by the way. Have I missed something? I feel like I've missed something. Just a Garrus. But have we missed something where we're supposed to be going? Was there another direction we have to go? There's nothing that can open this door, and right now we're in the maintenance base, so I'm just gonna assume that we're in the wrong section of the facility and we went the wrong way somewhere. Oh, to be around, to run around the halls and look for the next place. Oh, probably to be on the lift. Oh, we're already here. There's a door here. And, let's see where this leads first before we go to the lift. Oh, it's over to the other prisoner sections. Alright.
Well, you're not a Gath, and you're not wearing a lab coat. I guess I'm glad to see you. Lieutenant Gonto Imnes of the 3rd Infiltration Regiment, captured during recon. I assume the fleet was called in to destroy the base?
Everyone here is indoctrinated. You might be working for Saren.
My whole team was altered, but I was left alone as a control subject. I still have my senses, although I almost wish I didn't. I watched good people reduced to mindless husks. There wasn't anything left. Others died during the experiments. I envy them.
If I let you up, how do I know you won't just attack me?
It's obvious that I'm not crazed or drooling like the others. Let me out and I'll stay out of your way.
Too bad.
Sorry, I can't take that chance. I'm not opening your cell.
No, don't leave me here. Please. Please, don't leave me here. I don't want to end up.
If I let you up.
It's obvious that I'm not crazed.
I still was wondering if any of the options.
No threat here, Commander. This is horrible.
Why did Saren do this? There's just no reason.
Better to die than to live like this.
Get rid of them.
I'm with you, Commander. The blast would get them anyway. And damned if I'd want to end up like this. No way.
Man, we're so cruel. Oh no. I think we broke a few war... I think we just made a few war crimes. We have broken a few war crimes here, and we shall never speak of this ever again. Steam's working fine, is it? Isn't it? I hope the stream is still working alright.
What is going on here? Where are the guards? Where is Sarah? No, stay back. This is important work. This is the glorious salvation of my species.
You're friends with the man who helped you with your money problems and who's President of America, but he's so popular they passed a law declaring him president for life. I mean, absolute power corrupts absolutely, so yes, I would probably wouldn't be the biggest fan of someone becoming El Presidente for life. Also, why is it that I have electronics up to master? Yeah, I can't crack some of these terminals. It's just my decryption's so low. Why is that a thing? I thought my decryption's so high. Oh wait, I need to upgrade decryption. That makes sense. But at least I'm a master hacker. People will hate you? I don't care. I'll do what I want. People hate me, then it already seems like I have the money to just leave the country. So I'll just leave the country.
Don't shoot! Please, I just want to get out of here before it's too late.
Oh no,
Everyone
civilian.
in this place is trying to kill me.
Do I look like a soldier? I'm a neuro specialist, and this job isn't worth dying over. Or worse. You think the indoctrination only affects prisoners? Sooner or later, Saren will want to dissect my brain too.
A neuro specialist. Then a neuro specialist sounds like a soldier. I don't trust her.
I can help you. This elevator behind me goes to Saren's private lab. I can get you in.
That's actually a good fair point you actually have.
See? Full access. All of Saren's private files. Are we good? Can I go?
You conducted brutal experiments on helpless test subjects. You helped Saren. You don't get to live.
I just did what I was told. I didn't have a choice. I'm sorry.
Too late.
Sorry doesn't help your victims.
No! No!
Oh my god. Oh, Shepard, that's so mean. Oh, she just helped us and we shot in the face. That's not kosher. But yeah, the same thing as Brutus. Going to a different subject again. Yeah, you have a fair point though. After Brutus did kill Caesar, the entire empire is still destabilized in such a way that Roman Emperor still took control. So, I don't know then. I mean, it depends if the system would ever go back to being a republic in a way. But you do have to remember though, many people in the Roman Empire did support Caesar because the Republic was so corrupt and so dysfunctional that the entire government was hardly running.
Commander, look over here. It's another beacon, like the one on Eden Prime.
Like even the calendar is off by like 2 months and actually Ashley teleported.
I hope we can count on those Solarians.
I really want to take a Steam picture, but I can't, so click your eyes, click your eyeballs several times and ingrain that photo in your head. Then we'll call it a day. Anyway, Prothean. Well, Is Shepard gonna ruin another beacon? I have no clue. Oh.
This is not good.
You are not Saren.
Intimidate?
Some kind of VI interface?
Rudimentary creatures of blood and flesh. You touch my mind, fumbling in ignorance, incapable of understanding.
I don't think this is a VI.
There is a realm of existence so far beyond your own, you cannot even imagine it. I am beyond your comprehension. I am Sovereign.
Sovereign, how dare you!
Sovereign isn't just some Reaper ship Saren found. It's an actual Reaper.
Oh no!
Reaper, a label created by the Protheans to give voice to their destruction. In the end, what they chose to call us is irrelevant. We simply are.
The Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
This is impossible!
Organic life is nothing but a genetic mutation. An accident. Your lives are measured in years and decades. You wither and die. We are eternal, the pinnacle of evolution and existence. Before us, you are nothing. Your extinction is inevitable. We are the end of everything.
And I also enjoy talking with you as well. It's pretty fun talking about these interesting subjects. Also, you don't scare me, not Prothean, Reaper man.
Whatever your plan is, it's going to fail. I'll make sure of that.
Confidence born of ignorance.
I mean, they're also called the Reapers, so they're supposed to reap civilizations.
Cycle? What cycle?
The pattern has repeated itself more times than you can fathom. Organic civilizations rise, evolve, advance, and at the apex of their glory, they are extinguished.
I think Reaper is too obvious a name for them.
First, they did not create the Citadel. They did not forge the mass relays. They merely found them. The legacy of my kind.
I don't trust you.
Why would you construct the mass relays, then leave them for someone else to find?
Your civilization is based on the technology of the mass relays. Our technology. By using it, your society develops along the paths we desire. We impose order on the chaos of organic evolution. You exist because we allow it, and you will end because we demand it.
They're harvesting us. They're here to wipe us out.
How many more there are there they'll have to kill?
Are you the last of your kind?
We are legion. The time of our return is coming. Our numbers will darken the sky of every world. You cannot escape your doom.
I'm going to stop you the other way.
You're not even alive. Not really.
You have 2 more games to do it.
And machines can be broken.
Your words are as empty as your future. I am the vanguard of your destruction. This exchange is over.
Oh, okay.
Commander, we got trouble.
Lay it on me, Joker. I love bad news.
That ship Sovereign, it's moving. I don't know what you did down there, but that thing just pulled a turn that would shear any of our ships in half. It's coming your way and it's coming hard. You need to wrap things up in there fast.
This thing is fried. Orders, Commander?
We'll head for the breeding facility. Time to blow this place to hell.
Right, Commander. I'll meet you there. Joker out.
But I think with that, I'm gonna call it a part because it's been 3 hours. I think it's a good, it's a very good cliffhanger, to say the least, to end it on. Yeah, I know. All good things must come to an end, including this stream. But we'll have next weekend to do another live stream, or maybe do another live stream when I feel like it. Of that. But anyway, it's been fun and exciting. Really hope you enjoyed watching the live stream for today. But you know, as a test for the internet, it did go out once, but it was just for like a minute, which is a bit disconcerting. But if I don't know, Chaos, I like it. Chaos Theory, Chaos Squad. But hopefully the internet, you know, that was just a one-off thing. I doubt it. Probably means I need to do a bit more fixing. Just another pain to deal with. But hopefully that was like a one-off thing. Cross your fingers, please. Like, cross your fingers for a entire day. Hopefully that was just a one-off thing. But still, I really hope you enjoyed watching this live stream as much as I enjoyed hosting it. And I'll see you around this week and the next live stream when that happens. And yeah. So I really hope you have a good rest of your day. And I will see you around in the next video. And then in the next video after that. And the next video after that. And then the next live stream. So see ya.
You